Welcome back to Star Trek Las Vegas 2019. I am so excited. I am here with Fred and Rocky, and we are coming at you with the very first panel of the convention. It was the Klingon Kickoff. Very, very excited about it. It was so much fun, a great way to kick off the convention. And we are going to talk about it afterwards. Now, this is something that's a little new. You might not be used to this. You might be used to just seeing the panels. But this year, we are trying something different, and we are doing commentary. So please stay tuned at the end of the panel, and we will give you our thoughts, our feelings, and include what we thought about the panel. So we hope to see you at the end.
Well, wait a second. Who are these little old Klingon ladies here?
Oh, I'm very sorry. I'm Mrs. Martok, old Mrs. Martok, and this, of course, is...
My, it's so wonderful to see you. I'm Gowron's mama.
Gowron's mama. And see, our boys, I'm very sorry, Adam, but our boys got work at the last moment. It's been so long since they've actually had work. We were very excited, you see. No! This is even better! This is Las Vegas! Man! It's really beautiful.
I'm one hot mama. Watch me.
Yes, he is. Quick question. Bob, does this dress make my ass look big?
Enormous.
Oh, can I call you Bobby? She was my first girlfriend. Oh, Bobby. Well, I don't want to go in there. But our sons wish they could be here. I'm so sorry they're not, because I know how much beloved my son is.
Well, he is. He's the most wonderful boy.
Yes,
He's got only one eye, and he lips a lot, and he's kind of ugly, really.
Well, he's
prettier. He's got a little teeny weeny.
He's prettier, his teeth is larger than your son. I really don't want to hear about your son. Your son bores me, but my son is very special because
my son is
so loved by the fans.
Special.
And he wants to say thank you to all
very
the
handsome
wonderful
boy.
fans. What? You struck me. Here, you take it back. No, you go ahead.
I will.
Get off here. Yes, that's a cue, for heaven's sake. How many times must I hit you?
Right.
How about that? Or I kick your head.
What's that?
What's that? It's a scary face. It's Gary Lockwood! Oh! We are not worthy! Oh, Mr. Lockwood! That was one of the biggest films I've ever seen. Oh, what's that? What's that? Oh, it's been 50 years! Stop following me!
I'm sorry, Dave. I can't do that.
I'm not Dave. I'm Frank. Frank Poole.
It's Gary Lockwood, and he's leaving. Oh no! Oh my!
I'm out of here.
It was just a fib. We didn't get work. We're still here. Well, it's all right. I'm sure this will get... We rehearsed that for 2 years. I know. It didn't quite look like it, but it doesn't matter. Thank you. And can we bring out Gary Lockwood and Dominic Keating as the monolith?
They were born in the theater. I don't know what to do around here.
Working with amateurs again, I'm afraid.
And I didn't know that Adam played synthesizer, right?
Right.
Yeah. Way to go, Adam.
Yeah. Big round of applause for Gary Lockwood, please. Well, I was going to say, he's not just an amazing actor, he's also a top golfer, which I found out in backstage while we were waiting for you to assemble yourselves.
You can't trust limeys. They lie about everything.
I know, he told me some pretty far-fetched tales about shooting par at Malibu Canyon, and anyway, it's lovely to be here. I'm glad you're all out again this year. God bless you all. And please come by and say hello to us. We'll be here for the full days. Oh, what more should we say?
Okay, when you come to my table, don't let me send you to the ATM.
No walkaways, that's what I say.
Oh, no, rookie moves. Oh my God, I love the pilot of Star Trek. You were wonderful. Thank you, bye.
Are in amazing, really. I mean, you know, someone as capable as myself to have brought such life to the monolith.
I told him backstage, him being a Brit, I said it was a great country, a lot of prestige, but terrible food.
Yeah. We know the funny.
Nobody laughed. Nobody laughed. Nobody out there has been to London, right?
All right, guys. Well, listen. Let's have a fabulous week.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're all here again.
Come to Klingon karaoke. When are you doing karaoke?
Thursday night.
Thursday night.
Is adult karaoke.
Uh-oh.
So you're forewarned.
And then when because
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
they'll still be sleeping the next day. So Gowron and myself will be running Klingon karaoke the following day. And if you have any life left in you after these guys, please come and join us on Friday night.
And a big hand for JG and Bob. God bless them. They put us together. We love you all, and we'll see you soon.
Dr. Ben, that was, thank you, what an exit. Beautiful. Fabulous work. Dr. Ben, Benjamin Rosenthal, ladies and gentlemen, a gifted man.
All right, now, back to my original.
Oh, yes,
yeah,
what?
My original. We need to pull together here. We're the Klingons. Do we have any Klingons? I see them in the... Yes.
Are there any
All
Klingons here?
Now, in one unison, I do this every show. Are you ready? We're going to do a kapla, so get your voices ready. Kapla!
Oh, my. The Empire is in trouble. Vulcans? Perhaps one more. Yes, you know, I cannot see Leonard Nimoy getting all excited.
Kapla!
I've been there. Kapla.
Yes,
Kapla.
And Patrick Stewart, kapla. Anyway, let's do it again. Let's do it again. We will keep on doing it until we get it perfect. This is my classroom, and you'll not escape because the doors are closing now.
And it's
the eyeballs are opening a bit. You see me waking up? Kapla! Kapla! Kapla!
could do a battle of the Kaplas here, you know? We could do, if you guys in this section say Kapla, to outdo these people in the middle, even there's much more of them, and then these people over here, they look like they're actually from Kronos, so it's going to be an absolute test. So, let's hear it from the middle people first. On my count, or on Gowron's count,
I will conduct.
1, 2, 3, go! All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was striking.
1, 2, 3!
Oh, I don't know. That was awfully good. Let's try one more time. 1, 2, 3.
Center section, 1, 2, 3! Whoa! 1, 2, 3! Together, all together, 1, 2, 3!
Excellent. And you know what? A little bit later,
You all get a D.
yes,
Good in Klingon.
yes, I said it earlier. Everybody to the I bar after the well, tonight, because Adam is buying for everybody. Isn't that wonderful? That's not true either. It's not true. It's a lie. It's a filthy lie.
But Klingons never lie.
But we will want you to join us for 2 things near the end of our little session here. And please join us with because you'll understand when we get to it. Anyway, who doesn't know the Klingon hip-hop, the rap? Does anybody know that? You actually don't know?
Klingon hip hop.
Oh, Dr. Ben. If you would, Dr. Ben, we'll wait for the music because our band is. Wait a minute, there's a little hi-hat.
Here it is.
What is that? Are you ready? And that's it. That's it. Oh, that's very nice. A little louder though.
Everybody asking us, what is the matter? The rhythm, the action, the bass get flat. It's the Klingons, baby. The Klingons. Ain't no Klingons, baby. We're the Klingons. Yeah. The Klingons slide, my brother.
Oh, the Klingons now.
It's in the building, but it's going down. Look out. There it is.
Klingons out there? Oh, there, I see one. One.
Is there somebody there for a question?
We got two. We got two. All right, we're going to need you a little bit later for a howl. Understood? Okay, we're going to need to do that a little bit later. We're going to do a major howl. So, are there any questions after this many years? I can't see if there's any question.
Hello, there's somebody here for a question.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she's here. Oh, okay. Okay, well, okay. You can help me. I'll have a question. I always wanted to...
No, I got a question.
Excuse me.
Oh,
Hello,
you're down there. All right.
Hello, I have a question.
Oh, is that old Mrs. Martok?
Yes,
Sit
it's
down,
old
Mark.
Mrs. Martok. Yes.
Wait a minute, let me get comfortable.
Yes.
Because this could be a long
That's actually my question.
Seeing who it is, it could be a very long question.
When you play Martok,
Yes.
do you wear underwear?
Do I have what?
Do you wear underwear?
My. I have been known to. I don't make a habit of it, however. And these Klingon pants, this is absolutely true. My Klingon uniform pants.
And do you have a lovely bunch of coconuts and a banana?
Oh, Lord, I can't take him anywhere. Not even Las Vegas. Whose first time to Las Vegas is this, by the way? Really? First time? Wow. And how many people is the first time for a Star Trek convention? Are you kidding me? Where have you been? That's yes, miss. What is it?
I'm a different person now.
I see that.
I'm Martok's mama.
Right.
Yes, and I have a follow-up question to the question of the old bag on the other side, and that is, hello?
Yes, I'm listening.
Yes,
I've just turned away for a moment. I'm so you have my completely undivided attention. What do you want?
you should wear underwear when you work. He's my son, and he must wear his underwear. That's all I have to say.
I just had that terrible thought. Is anything showing? Do you know?
You make me work, Johnny. You make me work.
You're working very hard, yes.
Yes, I know.
Wait a minute. What are those things circling around up there? Among the lights, are those locusts? Oh no!
Oh, there's one.
It's that first plague.
No, it's a grasshopper.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, it's cool.
That is stunning.
Oh, it's
green.
It's really
and blue.
beautiful.
It's iridescent.
Oh, it's just a
and those
wonderful grasshopper.
diaphanous wing.
Well, it was a grasshopper. Now it's smashed grasshopper.
It might have been a spaceship of some kind. Does anyone remember the Earth television called this program called Twilight Zone? Do you remember Agnes Moorehead and the astronauts invading her attic? Oh, Lord, that was frightening. And of course, there's always.
Is that flashing light for us in the booth?
Run away! It's a cookbook! You don't remember that? Oh, this is before your time. Is there anyone over 100 in the audience? Yes! Well, the Twilight Zone was remarkable. And you know, I live actually, JG Hertzler does, not I'm Martok, of course, but Hertzler lives in upstate New York, right near Rod Serling's house. And his daughter, Anne, wrote a wonderful book, if you get a chance, anybody read it? Oh, the booth has read it. Everybody in the booth. Was that you, Dr. Ben? Yeah, I read it, yeah! No? Oh, they left.
No, I'm back.
So, anyway, if you get a chance, read Anne Serling's book about her dad. It's incredible. Anybody have any questions about Star Trek? Oh, it's a tall. Anybody over there? Who's first? Where'd Bob go?
I'm right here.
You went to the Klingon room.
Do I have a question?
Yes. What's over there? Let's start on your side.
Yes.
Hi. Thank you for your incredible talent. You guys were amazing.
He means me, Bob.
I know.
Both of you, what else did you get into character?
He said what helps get you into character.
Well, actually, when I walk into my home, and I had 3 boys growing up at the same time, and they tore down an entire wall. And I had to be at work in about 2 hours, and I ran to work, and I carried that with me, going, my children are inside! That's how I did it.
When I first drove over to Bob's house in Los Angeles, I was met by those 3 young gentlemen. Each of them had a hammer in their hand. Absolutely true story. And I said, should I get out of my car? Should I tempt them? I don't think so. So I called Bob. I said, Bob, you have 3 young men in your driveway armed with hammers. What should I do? And you put off some sort of a signal, and they were choke collars. And they all went back inside. That's not true. He doesn't make his sons wear choke collars. He makes each one wear 2 choke collars. So, did that answer your question? All right. How about on this side?
Thank you. JG and Robert, on 2 occasions in Deep Space Nine, you were playing different roles. JG, you were the shapeshifter, and Robert, you were the casino accountant. So my question is, also in the opening credits of that episode, you were using slightly different names. Was that a deliberate choice? Was there any meaning behind it?
You want to answer first?
Well, I'll do my part. I can answer. I used my name JG. The G is for the name Garmin, which is actually a vulgarization of the word German. So I am so German. I had German in my name, John German Hertzler. But actually, my people were Amish. So
And not German at all.
Pennsylvania.
Swiss.
Yeah, Swiss.
Go figure.
Exactly. But what was the question?
Yeah, my question was just, what was the reason that you weren't...
No, wait a minute. Are you from Germany?
Yeah, we met before. I'm from Germany too, yeah.
I don't have my glasses on, so I can only see to Bob's head right here. Oh, not his head. But where did we meet?
Sorry?
Can you say? Is it okay for you to say where we met, or was it a very strange place that we don't want to talk about in front of a couple of thousand people? So if you want to tell me where we met, wait until after the show.
I guess I'll answer my question. All right. So,
No, where was it? I'm just curious. Which town?
Germany, that's near Stuttgart. That's in the south.
Oh, Stuttgart.
Maybe you heard of the Black Forest.
Of course. Of course.
where all the ham is from?
Yeah, the smoked ham. Yeah, no, we
On Black Forest ham there, they actually grow on the tops of the trees, so it's hard to get the ham from the tops of the trees. It's like the spaghetti in Italy. It grows on the bottoms of the lower limbs of the tree, and you got to cut the spaghetti up. And up in Germany, in the dark forest, see, it's dark, so the pigs don't grow up. They have to be in the light to grow better.
Well, I mean, and people
gather
gather
high up.
and people gather around to see that time when the pigs fly.
Well, and it's true, but you know, if they fall, they get mushed on the
it's a
ground.
big festival.
But that makes the German mushrooms, and that's good.
And we can all see the pig
Yeah.
with the mushroom.
You know, it's just another.
I'm sorry, was there a question? Oh, Bob. He asked you a question.
Oh, but you see, my name is Bob. That show, I said I would do. They said, "Would you like to do this?" I said, "Yeah, under one condition, because it's in the '50s." And I say, "I want to be everything like in the '50s, including my name, which in the '50s was Bobby, because I was a kid, Riley, and that was my real name. My born name was Riley."
the name O'Reilly later became my name, but as an actor. But if somebody has your name in our union, Screen Actors Guild, you can't use that name. So somebody had Robert Riley. And so I had to think quickly on my feet and get another name, and I said, well, I'll just put O in it because that means son of, and that's how I got my name, Robert O'Reilly, but it was Bobby Riley, and that's how I got, that's how I put it in the show.
And what's your name from Stuttgart?
My name is Manuel. We met about 2 years ago in Vegas. Yeah.
Oh, there was that day.
Yeah, he beat you at that card game.
Oh, my.
He took 30 grand from you.
Yeah, you know, I've never
Go get him.
very lucky, and then I was stuck working with him.
Yeah.
And so it rounded out my life compared.
That happens.
Oh, question.
Next question.
Next question. Okay, as in character, as Klingons, what do you think of B'Elanna Torres being half human?
Not all that much. Well, she's compromised by being half human. What can I say? You know, give me Christopher Plummer. Do you think Christopher Plummer's Chang was in any way compromised? He was all Klingon. And that's what a Klingon should be. He's my personal hero, actually.
Well, you might want to be careful on Klingon night, karaoke night, because I'm dressing up as B'Elanna. So watch out.
The gauntlet has been thrown.
Well, you know, all I have to say to that is... Va 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 boom, or that's what Jackie Gleason would say. Va 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 boom. Yet nobody knows who Who's Senator Gleason does, and nobody on the sides.
Jackie Gleason.
Yeah.
Who's that?
How about Art Carney? How about... Oh, yeah.
All right, here's one. What was Art Carney's wife's name in The Honeymooners? Yes! Who got it there? Right there? Yeah, you win nothing, though. I have, well, actually, stop by the vendors, our table, and I'll find something appropriate.
Yeah, you'll have to wash dishes.
To Trixie, yes.
All right, next question.
Hello. There's another Earth television show called Star Trek Discovery. I was wondering if you've watched it and if you have any opinions about the Klingons in that show.
Oh, I do. I went to the opening in Hollywood, and it was fabulous, just fabulous. And I love what they've done with the Klingons. I just love it, and it's a wonderful progression, I think. You know, and it's its own. Every Star Trek show is its own. I take it just as I see it. I don't go back to the history thing because it's too complicated for me and I can't figure anything out. You know, so I just like the whole schmagegi and each show unto itself. But it's a fabulous show. I love the acting. They've spent a lot of money on that show, and it looks like it, and it's
awesome.
It's well done. Thank you.
I actually haven't seen it. I shouldn't say that, but I have not seen. It's on pay TV, yes? And that's one of the reasons, because I'm too cheap.
All access.
And I can vouch for that. He hasn't paid me in years.
No, I know, I owe him a lot. But I have seen a little video of the new advanced preview of Picard. And I gotta say, you have Jean-Luc Picard, you have Sir Patrick Stewart in your series. You're doing something, because the man is a walking Shakespearean
actor.
Yeah, Shakespearean experience. He is remarkable, and I was lucky enough to study with him. He ran a Shakespeare workshop on the studio lot at Paramount every Saturday for about 2 years. He was going to start a Shakespeare company in New York, and then he started getting his first Marvel comic movie, and he's making $100,000 million a film, and so Shakespeare sort of, it's time. Oh, no, it's not time.
No, keep on going.
He's waving us off. Oh, we are coming in for a landing very quickly there, and suddenly we get waved off. The carrier's still out to sea. So, question here.
Yes, after the launch of Discovery, before the upcoming series starring a certain English nobleman.
Yes.
I understand that you two were approached for projects for Star Trek?
Bob was, I think, weren't you? I didn't, nobody approached me. We did a lot of Star Trek Online and several of the games, but nobody spoke to me. Of course, I live in upstate New York. They can't even find me. I live in the middle of a cornfield.
And he pops out his head every once in a while. I swear.
I actually do. We have deer in the front yard, and this is not like the Duke of Bedford's house in England. This is just an old farmhouse surrounded by a cornfield with a lot of deer nearby. And I gotta tell you, there's nothing as spectacular as seeing Bambi in your front yard. You know, it really is. How many people have seen a week-old fawn or a 2 week? It's astounding. I can't even talk about that movie without crying. Mama! What a wuss! Yeah, let him try. Okay, but no, the question was no, we were not. So if you know anybody, tell them we're all available.
Okay, we'll do.
Bambi?
Yeah, to play Bambi.
He'll play Bambi.
What about a question over there?
I'll play the hunter.
Just a question for Gowron, the character. I'm a student of history, and I've been reading through the Federation archives, and they talk about the integral part that Picard and the Enterprise played in you becoming Chancellor. But looking at the Klingon histories, they're completely written out of it. And I was wondering if you were responsible or why that would have happened and how it was honorable to deny credit to those that helped you elevate to power.
That's a mouthful.
He used a lot of big words there, Bob.
Yeah. Small talk.
Who?
Sir Patrick Stewart, the guy that chose you to be the Chancellor.
Yeah. But he only had one choice.
No, there were multiple choices.
It was only him and the other dude that died.
Duras.
Yeah,
Duras sisters. The Duras sisters.
She was Duras.
But according to Klingon history, he wasn't even there.
Does anybody have the great book of Klingon history?
I repeat my first answer.
Yeah, there's only one Chancellor, and it is...
What say you, Klingons?
Gowron, did you say?
We got 2 Klingons here. Yeah. Well, Stan.
You know, let me go.
Stan.
We're going to get them up. Can you join us on stage? Yeah. Klingons. Klingons. Anybody in Klingon uniform? Come forward. Join us on stage.
You are welcome.
While they're coming up, a question over here, real quick.
What was your favorite?
Oh, you're in the pajamas. No. Okay, no, I'm sorry, go ahead. You look fabulous, though, by the way. You look fabulous. And you know it's so much better to look fabulous than to actually be fabulous. But go ahead.
What was your favorite episode of DS9 that you were in, and why?
Me or Bob, or both of us?
Both of you.
My favorite episode that I was in when I saw Gowron get killed. That was my favorite.
That would have anything to do with you being robed, also the same one.
Yes, I have that running in a loop at my house like 24 hours.
I tell you what, Klingons get fed
It's very
really well,
exciting.
I can tell.
And my favorite,
excellent.
And my favorite was actually the 2-part of the season ending and the season opening.
Where the warrior.
Yeah. But my favorite, and many of the directors were my favorite director, but Frank's really was the guy who made the first Gowron I did, the first show. He really made Gowron, because he wouldn't let me go with the eyes. When I relaxed my eyes, he said, no, keep those eyes open. Like you know, do it, keep doing it. And so that's why we got Gowron eyes, you know. Somebody write a song, Gowron eyes, that'd be great.
Put your toys away.
Kapla, kapla, kapla. Now, what era are you from? Alternate timeline. Good, good. I love it. Okay.
All right, one more.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
One more?
1 second, yeah.
Well, then we're on this side.
All right, that side.
We're on this side. Yes.
Hi, thank you both for being here. Mr. O'Reilly, when you first learned in the script that Gowron was going to die, what were your feelings on it at the time?
What were my feelings? The actor's feelings were, 3 shows. Great. The character didn't know he was going to die. So, that's the answer.
Well, yes. They ran it past me, and I said, I was able to see scripts ahead of time because, Leslie Moonbase also went to Bucknell University, and I went to Bucknell, and he would always call me and send me the script saying, is this going to be all right with you, John, my fellow Bucknellian? And I said, can't he die anytime sooner? They're perfectly good writing, but could it be faster? No, that's not true. I had no idea. But I was very pleased to see him get killed, I gotta say. Because that only means one thing. Worf becomes Chancellor. But Worf, it's not the Klingon way. And I say to Worf, anything a Klingon does is the Klingon way. But I was very pleased to see him pass away. Lord knows I tried to save him. I bought popcorn.
No, he didn't. He caused it. I was right up there. He caused the whole dang thing.
I watched him tremble.
Got me killed. Let's do a Klingon song.
Is there more popcorn? Oh, yeah, okay.
Klingon song time.
And then we're going to talk to Denzel.
That's right. Okay.
All right. So, you gentlemen and ladies all know the Klingon Warriors Anthem, yes?
Actually, yes. A suggestion, maybe we should do Denzel first and then sing in honor of Denzel.
Oh, that's a good idea.
How's that?
We would like everybody in the theater.
This is important. Klingon important.
This is a tradition in Klingon culture. One of our warriors passes and we sing their spirit to Sto-vo-kor in the only way a Klingon can actually sing.
And let me say this, Denzel was a good friend of ours. He was a fan for many years. He lived down in Louisiana. We signed his car. He had a Corvette. And I believe the license plate was Klingon?
Klingon, it
was. And he was a wonderful guy. He passed this year. And we want to welcome him in Sto-vo-kor. And that was his wish, so we're going to fulfill it. So if you could join us, you open up the skies to Sto-vo-kor with a yell. And he goes,
to our knowledge, it's never been done before. So if there's nothing that would, that the spirit of a Klingon warrior would enjoy more than this. So, what we do is howl. And if you've seen it occasionally on DS9 or Next Generation, have you seen a Klingon howl? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Join us.
So, on 3. We are going to howl and shake the rafters of this room. As loud as you can, and as long as you can sustain it, give it your all for Denzel, because he gave his all to Klingon culture from the very beginning. He was an amazing man. Great fan and a great Klingon. So, 1, 2, 3.
Klingon Martok! charge!
Klingon Master 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 charge!
Thank you, everybody. And you know, that was on tape. So, anybody who wasn't howling, we're coming for you.
Attack, 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 yes!
So, Klingon Warriors Anthem. We need a rhythm. Too fast. Good. Thank you. Thank you. You are all Klingons now. Your uniforms will be issued to you as you leave the auditorium. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Klingons. Thank you all. All right. We're not done? Is that what you're saying? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, if you would escort each other off the stage left, we appreciate it. You look great, by the way. Welcome back with us. Welcome back with us. We got a lot of people to thank. We got to thank, you know, of course, of all people, Gene Roddenberry, the great bird of the universe, and Major and Ron, who's here in the building somewhere. So many people to thank, even Lucille Ball and Desi Arnett. You know, for those of you who don't know, Lucille Ball was the one who greenlit Star Trek to get it going in the very first place. Lucy was very special. We got to thank also Adam Malin and Mr. Berman for making this thing work for so many years. Thank you, guys. And you know what? We're all a gigantic family.
Hello and welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed the panel. What did you guys think of it? Did you guys like the Klingon Kickoff? Did you think that was a fun way to start the convention?
Klingons are always out of control, and they're always the best way to start the convention.
They
were hilarious.
They were.
They can hip hop.
They can.
Which I always get a kick out of when they do that, because they're crazy.
And I got a really big kick out of the very beginning where they came on and one of them was dressed up as what, the mother or something? Or
The wives.
Yes!
Yeah,
that was hilarious.
And what was the line they used about, oh, we're happy that our boys got some gainful work? That was too funny.
Great, yeah. Like, they're not here right now because they actually got a job. So they're going to go do the job.
Such a novel thing.
Right, totally. And what did you guys think about the appearance from Gary Lockwood? That was pretty neat, right?
That was. And don't forget Dominic as the...
yes!
The wall.
The box!
The box.
The stalker. He was stalking him.
Yes, that was from like 2001, you know, the big monolith.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they were playing the 2001 theme music and...
I didn't catch
and
that.
that monolith.
I may have stepped in about 15 minutes late, so I missed this part. I'm going to have to rewatch the video you just watched.
Watch for it.
It was really awesome.
So Dominic Keating got a cameo as
Oh, that's
the
great.
monolith.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Gary, when he walked in, the box was following him, and he's like, "Oh, that's my stalker." And I'm thinking, "Oh my God, it really is! Look, he's stalking him." You know, and that's just in my head. I imagined, okay, if a Star Trek fan was going to stalk one of the stars, I could see a Star Trek fan doing that.
That's hilarious.
I could totally see that completely. And that was really neat too when they did the audience participation, where they actually had everyone, you know, yell "Kapla," and they try to get you to yell really loud. And that audience participation just really it makes everyone just.
There's
excited.
not a better way to start the day than shouting "Kapla."
Kapla.
Exactly.
Gets the energy flowing. And remember that guy that was sitting in front of us?
Yes!
He was really getting into
Yes!
it. Yeah, he was standing and
And he
waving
was
his arms.
yelling!
You thought his favorite sports team just won because he was screaming "Kapla."
Yes,
Yeah, he was
yes.
really into it.
That's a good comparison. Just like a favorite sports team.
But it's that kind of energy and that kind of excitement that really makes it just so wonderful being here, because then you share that energy. You know, I saw him yelling that, and I wanted to stand up and do that, but I couldn't, because then I would knock the camera over.
Minor details.
Minor details, right? I don't think the audience
You don't
would
notice
like
there's
that.
not too many Klingon camera people in the world.
I don't think
Oh my God, I love that.
I don't think they'd have the patience for that occupation.
And then I really liked too that part where they brought back the wife to go and to ask questions. They didn't have anyone to ask questions, so one of the Klingons went down there in the wife, you know, and they were asking questions in that voice, and that was just hilarious. Like the first 2 or 3 questions, I was just laughing because of that.
Stay tuned for more fun from the Klingons.
Oh, yeah, the Klingon karaoke.
Yes.
They're going to come back, and it's more of that. Both great nights of karaoke.
Yeah, so it's multiple nights,
Yeah.
and then one night's Klingon karaoke, and then one night is with Connor and Keaton,
Yep.
and that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's the Enterprise one.
Right, the Klingon karaoke, that's Friday night. The
There you go.
Enterprise ones are Thursday night.
Thursday, okay. So there's not Klingon karaoke every night, right? 'Cause like there's
No.
with
No, it's
Corpse
just
Bar?
the one night,
Just
yeah.
the one night. Okay, cool.
Well, actually, it's 2 nights, but
Well, the Klingons only do it one night.
yeah, exactly.
Klingons, okay,
Then it's the
cool.
Enterprise crew night.
Right, but
Okay.
there's no karaoke on Monday, or well, not Monday. but
Monday, yeah.
Wednesday.
There's nothing on Monday.
Monday we're catching a flight.
Nothing on Monday. There's no karaoke tonight. Let's put it that way.
No, we had happy hour tonight. Did you guys
That's
enjoy
true.
your happy hour?
I did.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Chase is always awesome.
Chase
she's
is fantastic.
Yeah, she's fun to listen
And
to
she's
sing.
so gorgeous. Love
She
her.
is.
That's true.
Now, when do you remember the question that the Klingons were asked about how do you get in character? And do you remember how he responded, where he was saying, "My kids, they do something and it makes me so angry, and I just carry that with me."
They took down a wall.
Yes!
And then he had to go to work.
Yes, and he's like, I took that feeling with me, and I was just mad the whole night, and I got it out. Oh, I laughed so hard.
I wonder how they were able to take down a wall. That just seems.
It must not have
Seems
been a very
amazing.
good wall.
No.
Maybe it was one of those where it was like one of those fake walls or whatever. Yeah,
But it was funny.
It was so funny. It was a great way to start it off. It was just really awesome.
Yes.
And also, too, just so you know, there is that one part where you did have to turn down the volume. Just want to apologize about that. Sometimes we do these panels and everyone starts screaming, and then I get like comments like, "Oh my God, I had headphones on, and I wasn't expecting that."
It's the headphone people on YouTube. Okay, I get it.
It's the headphone.
The headphone people.
Yep, definitely. The very last one, when they were talking about the Bambi, the deer, the very young deer, he's like, "Did you guys ever see a young deer before? Isn't it nice?" And the one Klingon is like, "You wuss." Like, seriously? You're such a wuss.
They've got such a great routine when they do that stuff.
yeah.
They're just so naturally hilarious.
Yeah, it's just awesome.
They just feed off of each other.
Yeah.
They really do.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much my commentary for this panel. Do you guys want to add anything extra before we end the video?
No, I think we've covered the highlights.
Definitely.
So again, I agree. This was a great way to start off the convention.
Really was.
And
it only gets better.
It only gets better.
Exactly.
And it wasn't bad to start with.
Totally.
Yeah.
And it's even even better too when you got two amazing friends to like join you with it. So thank you so much, Fred. Thank you so much, Rocky.
Sure.
We really appreciate it. And hopefully we will see you on the next panel video. Talk to you later.
So long.
Bye. Kapla!
Kapla!
Kapla!